All right. All right, we're going. Finally back on the stream. Although, trying to make sure I don't run into the same issues I did before. Oh, there we go. Okay. Here we go. Back with Final Fantasy. I've been out of commission for days because my laptop fried and just a whole bunch of crap. So,
Welcome home, Sid.
finally back. Ha! I have to edit something just a second. I'll get over here. 1 second. Wow, my face is big in the... Oh, wrong button. Totally forgot to do that. Doesn't help if you don't put what game you're playing. Alright, no side story. I want to do the main story. So I killed Kupka. Chill. It was awesome. It was a great battle.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
That's right. He dead.
Well,
He really dead.
all of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
Maybe.
It's a long story.
Nothing for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the royalist movements since I've been away?
Oh yeah, the king was there.
If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian. Thank you. I will.
Ooh, we get another map story. I like those. They're cool. Sorry, touching my nose. Vivian Ninetales.
Hero returns, and with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
That's right.
Same. But whatever plan
Excuse me.
was hatching with the royalists, he took them to his grave, as did his men, slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Ian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
It's all about you,
know
dude.
the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus. One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture
This one.
is there than my map?
Ooh, map time.
The kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin, the Canvarian War of Independence in 849. the Battle of the Twin Realms in 865, the Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharn sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang?
Yeah.
Only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed. It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot?
Everybody.
In summary, I know not to what end the royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
And he's
There is no
crazy.
need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Alright. So from what I've seen, there's only... Well, there's the epilogue, but there's one act, or the rest of this act, and then one more act, and then the epilogue, which is basically an act too. Get to go talk to historian dude. I like him. He's cool.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh, my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. Big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Great.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It does.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates.
Does it never rain? Because there's a lot of holes in the roof.
Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. and not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him with my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot.
My guy kind of whispers a lot. I wonder how sometimes people can hear him. It's like, thank you. It's like, thank you. Ah, Blackthorn. The blacksmith.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Cooper is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Speak with Karen. Over here.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Cooper is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders then.
Yeah.
Good. Start to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head though.
Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Is it business or pleasure?
To buy some potions. Oh, it does more attack, but has worse. Well, let's see about the potions first.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
What do you need?
Can I forge anything?
So, what it be?
Enhancer +1. Ah, okay. So forging it's better. Alright, let's do enhancer.
No scratches, right?
And
Ooh, check out that sword. That's they did a good job with the swords. They all look pretty cool. Although that one, that was just a straight blade I had, was probably my favorite. Like 2 swords ago. Dun 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 dun.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
just spreading the word.
And that's it. Ah, there we go.
So, the professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, Be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well.
Huh.
I'll suggest it.
Okay. Oh wait, how do I get over there? It's this way? Yeah, it's this way.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
Not a very creative name.
Me
Ah,
and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canberra. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts making. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapours away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides, that stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
do I have to go running around collecting all this stuff?
Luckily, you don't need to.
Need to?
I think Mid might need some help.
Running through the field, my truck's a bit until it's so bad as snow. Oh, hold on, turn off my heater. Got hot. Off to see the blacksmith again.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Hell with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Okay.
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin-Otto in here, will you?
All right.
Okay.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this.
Okay.
This plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valkyrie. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
I don't like this quest.
Up to you who you take to the desert. I mean, Gav's doing the fight. You don't have my winning personality.
Ah, don't listen to him. You'll be in the lowest of low company with either of us.
Well, I've never been anywhere with Otto.
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Otto.
Otto, you're with me.
All right, then. Where do we find this Stardust, and how will we know it when we see it?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Valkyrie. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
And I'm guessing you'll be needing sackloads of the stuff. Might be worth hiring porters at the Dally Mill Inn. I'll head down there. See about finding us a way.
All right. By the river.
You two take care, eh? I'll go and see this supplier.
Just don't let the bastard fleece you, eh?
Ah, he wouldn't do that. He's Blackthorn's mate. Isn't he?
Best of luck.
Cool. I don't like fetch quests, but whatever. See me for the river in the south. Okay, well, let's save. I won't do that talking again. Ah, okay. Well, alright, let's fast travel. Mill Inn. Oh no, do I have to talk to that kid again? Don't like him. I mean, he's okay, but he's kind of annoying.
Looks like I found the river.
Desert.
Now where's Otto?
Oh, there we go. What's up, Otto?
Otto. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, Clive. I had a quick scout about, and I reckon this area's our best bet. Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with his Stardust stuff's a good idea. It's just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots.
But unlike any old fool, you thought to bring a wagon.
Well spotted. Now get filling.
What? So we're gonna hire people.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Torgal. Hey, buddy. That was by the... Oh. It's all around. I thought it'd be right on the river. 3 out of 5. No, 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 no. Stop, stop, stop. Four out of 5. Doubting it's up here. Oh, there it is. Oh.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
Pretty sure you said sacks full, not hands full. 3 desert roses. Oh yeah, I've got stuff to sell. Oh, there's a sack.
How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
More than me. Put it all together and I can't see Blackthorn complaining. Much.
Here, Clyde.
You fancy a walk?
Okay.
Sid would be proud.
Of what?
Of you, you idiot. The way you've carried on what he started. When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Yo, get over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes, but you're the one who took it. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for, just like the old Sid did.
Ah, cool. That was neat.
About time I was heading back, I reckon. All this scrabbling about in the sand's taken its toll on the old pins.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then. You can take a well-earned rest when you get there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. But I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up. He'll only moan otherwise.
Do I...
Ready to go home, boy?
Bark. Ruff, ruff. Oh yeah, my chocobo. A little chocobo music. Ambrosia.
Thanks, Cal.
And she's gone. Oh, I love chocobo prints. Cool. And back to the hideaway. And I forgot I had some stuff to sell. Some gill bugs and other things. Oh, my ears hurt.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
Sure to do.
And what can I do for you? Go on then.
What is for selling? Valuable. Got 2.
I'll be thankful you got that much.
Oh, that's it. I just had those.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Blackthorn, got everything you need.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Nice to get out and about for once. Do it again sometime, eh?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Quest complete. Letting off steam 1. Oh, and I just got another one. Great.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
For sure.
Is it business or pleasure?
Well, I got
If
another
you're
one
gonna
of
buy
those
something, be quick about it.
gill bugs. Didn't I? Yeah, it's not alphabetical.
I'll be thankful you got that much.
Cool. Oh, do I have to... Yeah, run all the way around. Oh, I'll save. Wait, be back in 1 second. Alright, we're good. Swoosh. Let's go that way. It's like right in my face. Okay. I feel kind of brain dead. I mean, yeah, it's 4:20 in the morning, but for me, I just woke up 2 hours ago, so. The Moogle. Oh, that makes me think of the, every time I see a Moogle, I think of the Final Fantasy XIV whole, Moogle, where you fight the Moogle King, and it's like a one big joke, but it's fun.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins. I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need.
Huh.
What's the
Convenient.
name? I'll give you all details.
What's her name? Right.
What's her name? It's not very nice. Helena.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air.
Why does she sound
Were we
confused?
to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Okay. More specific than just unwanted visitor. Lost Wing. Oh, dude, I'm hungry. I want some Pop-Tarts. Could have some Pop-Tarts in a minute. How do I get over there? Right or left, apparently. Oh, okay. And then take a... Wait, what? Where am I going? Oh, take a right. We're going down that way. Dude, that took a long time to do. Put all the stones there for the wall. Wait, how do I get up there? Oh, this sucks. I don't know where to go. Ah, here we go. Stairs. What's it? Ah, my mortal enemy. Stairs. Claptrap. Alerts new, guest star new. Whatever. Lost Wing's cool. I like the forest. They did a good job designing the forest. Black bloody back gunshot to the head. He is falling in the valley of the rock and roll dead. Times 10, 10 again, and another 10 million falling in the valley of the rock and roll dead. I kill these so fast now. It's awesome.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
What is it? What's the creature?
Anybody home?
Oh, it's an Arimon.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
This is unwanted visitor. Ouch. Oh, this is bad.
No.
Holy crap! Yeah, load autosave. Dude, really? That was a one-hit kill? I was just kind of goofing around. I didn't know it. Alright. Okay, take it a little more seriously. That surprised me. I wasn't even like... I was just like, ah, whatever.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Yeah, for me, this thing's crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna get caught in that. God. Oh, you suck. Love that lightning strike. But it's really not that hard. I just happened to get caught in an insta-kill zone. That was dumb. That was a dumb death. Bloody hide. Got a lot of those.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Huh.
Thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right.
Good.
I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Gotta level up. I leveled up! Yeah. Alright. It's not that great. Oh, that's gotten less hot. Heat that up. Wait, that way? This way? This way. Roundabout. It's a nice guitar. I like this. I like the soundtrack of the airship hideaway.
Think mid might need some help.
Alright, mid.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
That's right.
Just one remaining.
Right. The shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
Oh, that's not very
The
nice.
plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze.
Supernova goes
Which is
pop.
why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Hippocrates.
Terms? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
Okay. Motor. Speak with Hippocrates. On the exact other side of the hideout. There should be a dash button. Because it looks like he's running hard. It's not. It's like power jogging.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Okay.
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? What are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire. So if we could recreate it, it might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obolus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Like who and what? I'm a little confused on that. Oh, is this another choose who to go with? And
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
ouch.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Well, once again, never been anywhere with Tarja.
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that on Justinus. I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
Alright.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Tarja.
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic. Conch shells. Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right. Stay safe.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
Alright, cool. Back to Northreach. We were already almost there, by being honest.
Now, where's Tarja?
Save.
There's talk that the glass came. Keep them pilchers nice and
Need
chilled.
to stock up on these.
Won't have you spoiling.
There you are, Tarja.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
She sounds like that voice actor, like from a lot of games. Maybe not, but she sounds like like Fallout and
Oi, don't touch anything.
Pepio nuts.
Go on, take it.
How the hell is anyone supposed to...
And garlic.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. Ah, yes.
That should do it. Hopefully Ty is finished too.
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Doop.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting.
So you can see a friend.
But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat.
Sure thing. Little chat down by the water. It's good water.
Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday.
To be honest, 5 years isn't that long.
Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Taya.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us.
Aw, that's kind. Everyone has like crazy forward hairlines.
Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right.
And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
Clairview. Carrots. Wait a minute. Go back. Oh. Hold on. Go back to the local map. I don't remember that being that big. Westering, Royal Meadows, Clairview, Caernarvon. I guess I've been there. Here's Weep. This does not look familiar. I've been here? Whatever. On to the story. To the hideaway. To the hideaway. Speak with
Hippocrates is
Hippocrates.
getting on with the moon dew.
Aww. I read that. That was sweet.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. Now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
Cool.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Cool.
Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Let's go sell that gill bug first. Torgle.
And what can I do for you? Going purse weighing you down? You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer.
Alright. Save. And I am hungry, so I'm going to take a little break and eat something. And we'll be back. See you in a minute. Whoops. Wait, he's on mute? Is this still... Hold on, is this still muted? Hold on a second. Alright. We're back. Good to go. Yeah, I just saved. Alright. Look at that. That's pretty. Oh, excuse me. My sweet nose. Mid.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. You'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then. Better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer.
I thought we were gonna go see Sid, Sid's grave.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest salmon you can find. This is going to require some precision walloping.
Some time later. What does it look? Oh. Okay.
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn,
Oh,
everyone.
God.
That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Keep it to yeah. Cool.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown, searching for a land untouched by the Blight, just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. you see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
It's kind of the whole point.
On that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sort our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Meg told me she was building a ship.
Right, Clive. Asterix. Been finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? That girl do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? There is no theme. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Man. I might still be able to catch her. Obelus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a bunch. Going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry at all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
Oh, okay, it's long. Hold on, let me read this. Why? Okay.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
You'll be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
No, of course she is. It's Jill. Jill's awesome. Oh, it's got a no on it. Sid's legacy. Little remains of the once bustling refuge many called home. Ah, it's so sad.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. Not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Aw, I haven't seen him in a long time. Karen came.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
You took a walk and turned it blue.
It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it was never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these.
So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance. You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan. Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot.
His voice.
There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and
So
the
Japanese.
It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Stop making noise, dude.
And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Buckland.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
It didn't make any sense.
Understood.
And Gav.
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
No.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Wandering, 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 wandering. Oh, we're only Leetney's Cleft. Excuse me. Hold on. Okay. That's not quite halfway to where we're going. Eastern Dalmatia. Onward.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Anyway, boy.
Alright, let's save again. And I'll look something up real quick. Oh, there we go. Looking up. Kind of say if I want to keep playing Final Fantasy or not. Take a break. I know I'm getting close, pretty closer to the end, but I'm sure each part has longer cutscenes, of course. Classic Final Fantasy, well, JRPG in general. Can I go through that? No, just a door. Gate. Yeah, you know what? I want to take a break. I want to play something else. I know I took a break, but we'll play something on the Xbox. So I'll be back on in a little bit with something else. Yeah. Before, because I bet we're gonna hit a point of like no slowing down till the end of this. So I'll see y'all in a little bit. Yeah. Bye-bye.